Hey y'all, it's Niza. I'm back with another video. I look really bad right now. It's been a long day. It's fucking hot as shit in Virginia. But I asked y'all if y'all want a video on like basic training and like my army experience and all that stuff. So I wrote down notes, y'all. So pretty much I'm in the army. I enlisted June 14th and then I got shipped June 25th. And so pretty much like I'm not gonna go into depth because I'm not a recruiter. If you are thinking about joining the army, there's a lot of videos like this on YouTube, and you can always talk to a recruiter. Just go on army.com and find like a recruiting place toward like around you or whatever. So yeah, you can so I went to basically Fort Leonardwood in Missouri, but you can go to my best friend to Fort Jackson. There's Fort Sill, Benning, and Leonardwood. I think that's it. I don't know. I should write it down, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So pretty much like. By the way, this video is like everyone's experience is different for like basic training. Like even being here, like I'm at AIT currently. Everyone's like experience is different. It depends on where you go. So don't think this is like gonna be the same experience for you, if that makes sense. So pretty much when you join the army, you enlist. Enlisting is pretty much joining. Then you go to BCT, which is basic combat training, which is 10 weeks. And it's one of those weeks is reception, so it's 9 weeks of basic training. Then you go to AIT, which is advanced intense training, something like that. I don't know. The army's like really big on acronyms. Sorry if I keep looking out the window or looking this way. I'm just like looking out, you know, being aware of my surroundings. Oh, so personally, my experience with the army, it's not that bad, to be honest. For me, okay, actually, hold on. I literally joined the army because I was not ready for college. I didn't want to go to college. My best friend was doing it. She kind of convinced me. And my recruiter was really good. He recruited me. And so, yeah. But here I am. AIT is literally like college, but in the army. I don't know anything about National Guard Reserve, so don't ask me. I'm active duty. I just know my contract is 4 years, and I get stationed in different places within those 4 years. So don't ask me about any of this shit. I don't know. I know what I know. So I gotta tell you what I know. I'm not a fucking recruiter. I don't know. So I am an E2. I did 3 years of ROTC, therefore I got promoted. And when you get promoted, your pay grade goes up. And the higher ranking you are, the more money you get. So pretty much reception. So my experience, my ship date was the 26th, and they flew me from Kentucky to Chicago to Missouri. And when I was in Chicago, I got stuck for a long time. And then when I got to St. Louis, which is 2 hours away from Fort Leonardwood, you have to take a bus from St. Louis to Missouri, and I got stuck there because of the layovers, and I missed the bus to go there, so I had to stay the night at the USO, which is just like a little military, I don't know, fucking lounge. I really don't know what it is. USO is an acronym that I can't tell you. I'll put it on the screen if I find it, but so I stayed the night. Well, then when I got to St. Louis, it was a 2-hour bus ride. When I got there, it was currently a tornado happening, and it was actually happening. So when we got off the bus, like the door, I'm just like, come on, like get inside, and we had to sit in like a fucking closet for like an hour. So that was my experience getting there. Then when you get to reception, they take your phone. They take that bitch. I know for Jackson, you get to keep your phone. I don't know about the other bases. I'm saying for my experience, they take our phone and we put it in manila envelope as soon as we get there. You do get like a 30-second phone call. You literally look at a screen. It's like, I made it here. I'm safe. That's it. That's literally what you're saying. You hang up, you put it in an envelope. You pretty much, so reception is literally in processing into the army. So you do like, you get like briefs, you get your immunizations. Girl, okay, or boy, who are watching this, they draw your blood. So when you first enlist in the military, you do like this thing called MEPS. And that's another in processing thing where they draw your blood. I've never thrown up. I get to reception, they draw my blood, and I was like getting woozy. I was like, oh. Whoa, and the lady asked me a question. I looked at her, I was like, I'm about to throw up, and I threw up everywhere. So that was my experience with getting my blood drawn. And the drill sergeant caught it. Well, I caught it. I was like, I'm about to throw up. And then he brought me a little bag. I was like, all in the bag. Meanwhile, old girl still pumping my blood out of my arm. I was like, yeah, it smelled like eggs. So yeah, and you get issued like all your gear and stuff, like your boots, your shirts, your socks, everything. They give you everything. PTs. I'll put a picture with like PTs out. They just like a little black fit with black socks. If you wear white socks, you are not to be trusted. You are not to be trusted. That's kind of like how you meet your battle buddies. So yeah, and you just do like financial stuff, setting up your like health insurance and stuff like that, all that good. So yeah, that's usually like a week long. It took really long. It took me a week. I got there that Tuesday and I didn't ship till that Monday. So yeah, I was there for a little while. It was very depressing. That's when it really hits, like, is this worth it, bro? I miss my mama, I miss my daddy, I want to go home. That's like your whole mood. You're just like, yeah, what was I talking about? I fucking lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
But anyways, yeah, so reception is not that bad. It's just a lot of waiting around and waiting on everybody. So then your ship date comes. So on your ship date is when you get shipped to actual basic training, like your 9 weeks of basic. It's kind of fun. It's exciting. You're like, oh my god, this is it. Oh, also, you get a phone call. You get a minute and 30 seconds. So I call my mom didn't answer. I call my daddy didn't answer. So then I was just sitting there bawling my eyes. I was crying, like, nobody loved me. Then when she was like, 20 seconds, my mom called back. I'm like, hello, my kid's too late. I'm getting shipped to basic. And she was trying to ask me questions. I was like, I gotta go. Then pretty much you go outside, you line up in alphabetical order, and they pretty much take accountability. 10 seconds later, you hear the and all these fucking, they call them trends, but they look like semi trucks, and you just like, they're like buses for people to get on. And they pull up, and all of a sudden you hear it just start. It's the drill sergeants, the senior drill sergeants get off, and they start yelling. They're like, get a card, get a card. So they pass out like these color cards because, so when you have basic, you have a battalion. And within the battalion, you have companies, and then within your company, you have platoons. So I was Bravo Company 248, and I was in 1st platoon. My voice is cracking. So pretty much, they started handing out these color cards for, so you know, platoon. So it was like 40 males, 20 females. So I got a green card because I was in 1st platoon. So like, 1st was green, 2nd was blue, 3rd was red, and 4th was yellow. So you got your card, and you just sit in line with your duffel bag, like front-loaded on you. And then you have your black bag too, a black duffel bag. Because when you're at reception, you go to like the store or whatever. But they do that shit to finesse you. And so yeah, then they just load you up and they're like, when you get on, they're like, put your face into your bag. Put your face into your bag. So then you like have your face into your green duffel. And you be like, if you try to be, they're like, what are you looking at? You be, I fell asleep, honestly. It was like a 10-minute drive. I fell asleep. And there's these twins. They're called the Alvarez's. And I was sitting next to one of them. But I was just laying my head down and I fell asleep, and then all of a sudden I hear, get the fuck off my butt. I was like, ew. I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh. And then yeah, so then you just get off the butt. It's called a shark attack. It's like when you get there, they just yell at you. You gonna be shook. You're shook because it's like a whole new ride. One of my drill sergeants was standing on the rail. He's like, get the fuck off the bus. And then you just run, you get into like formation. I'll put a picture of me right in here of my drill sergeant yelling at us. It's pretty much your day 0. Day 0 is your ship day because it's not really a full day. You get there, you get assigned like your bays and where you're sleeping and da-da-da. We did get a phone call. It was only like 2 minutes. My mama didn't answer, my dad didn't answer, my boyfriend answered, and I talked to him for like a little minute. I was just crying because I was so fed up. I got really homesick, like throughout reception and just like being there because I fucking hated it. So the first like few weeks, so when you're at basic, you're there for 9 weeks and you have 3 phases: red, white, and blue. Now I heard this stuff, basic training is gonna be changing soon, so yeah. But yeah, red, white, and blue phase. So yeah, and the first 3 weeks you're in red phase. Red phase is more of like them breaking you from your civilian habits and stuff, like trying to like turn you into a soldier, if that makes sense. And then white phase is more of like marksmanship, learning how to call your rifle, go to the range. And then blue phase is like testing you out, like that's your final test and like seeing if you really became a soldier in the graduation. Stuff that we did, I'm not gonna go too into depth or else this video will be really long. But pretty much, oh my god, I wrote stuff down. So within like our first, within red phase, we did APFT, gas chamber, first aid, and I think we did PEX course. I don't know. But yeah, so pretty much you take APFTs. Those are pretty much physical fitness tests of running, push-ups, and sit-ups. If you are like joining the army right now, like you haven't enlisted yet, bro, start running or start doing sit-ups and all that stuff. Like prepare yourself, because I was doing cheer. This is cut my video. I was doing cheer and softball, and I thought I was freaking in shape. I wasn't. So just know that run gonna kick your ass. Just try to like prep yourself up if you can. If you can prep yourself up. First aid was kind of fun. It's more of like, for us it was more hands-on. So you do like learn how to, it's like basic stuff like basic stuff. Fucking chest wound, sucking chest wounds, and like tourniquets, and like mainly like combat shit. Like if someone gets their leg blown off, can you apply this tourniquet? Can you stop the bleeding? Can you do a 9-line medic bag? All this stuff like that. So basic like shit that you would need to know if you was fucking deployed somewhere and one of your battle buddies got like their leg blown off, stuff like that, and how to like get help and Then we did the gas chamber. I'll put my picture on here because it's on Facebook, and they showed at graduation. Tragic. And my dad posted on Facebook when he seen it. So, But yeah, the gas chamber. You literally walk in. You have this mask. You get like a briefing, all this stuff. You get a gas mask. It's like a quick. It's like literally like a quick pain. So when you first walk in there, you're seeing this room. Like it looks like they're cooking crack. Like they're cooking the stuff, and you're just your hands and your necks are burning because it's like the only part of your skin really exposed. And then you have to like break the seal. Then you put it back on. Then you're like talking, and then you take that bitch off, and you have to like put your arms on each other and sing like either Army song or Soldier Creek. You would, girl, I got out that bitch. I was like, I threw up because we ate right before. I threw up my green beans and my rice. I was, what else? You do obstacle courses. So we had the PEX course and the confidence course. Those are really fun. Just like different like building like team building exercises and like shit that's up on like heights. So you're like ooh like. It's just like to get you like comfortable with stuff, or just like it gets you out of your comfort zone pretty much, if that makes sense. Oh, the glass coming off. And during life phase, so when you're at basic training, you get issued a rifle, rather it be a M16 or M4. We had M4s, but I know one of our companies had M16s. But we had an M4, and pretty much you. Look, like this becomes your baby. You take that thing everywhere with you. Like you watch it. When you go to bed, it sleeps at your bed. Like you have to take it everywhere with you to chow. The only places you don't take it to is literally like sick hall, church, and like to the bathroom. Everywhere else, that thing's with you in your hand. And you learn how to clean it. You learn like marksmanship. You learn how to take it apart. You learn all the parts to it. It's a lot of stuff, and it's kind of cool. It makes you feel really badass. I don't know if everyone did this, but at my company, we got issued 249s, which are machine guns, and 203s, which are grenade launchers. And I got issued one. I'll put my picture here. It's really ugly, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So you do work with weapons. You are shooting them. You have to like qualify on a range with targets like moving, popping up and down, stuff like that. Okay, so combatives. My company did not do combatives because there was too many of us, and our company, I guess, just pushed it up like around. But combatives is something that you might do at basic. It's just pretty much like fighting skills. We did like a day of it of like 3. We literally learned like 3 like moves and like the shrimp and all this stuff. So I don't know. I can't really speak on combatives because I didn't fucking do it. So fun fact: Marines, when they're at boot camp, they do not throw live hand grenades. But in the Army, you throw a live hand grenade. So when you get there, you literally like you do like practice on like a short while. You throw a grenade. You do like frag out, and you get the foot down. But it's just like little like poppers, like little fuses or whatever. So they're pretty much practice ones. So you do that, and then if you're go on like the one where you're like in this little box thing, and you frag out, and you do it right or whatever, then you throw the real hand grenade, and it's like, it looks like, I don't know how to explain it, but pretty much you throw a hand grenade. There's like another person in there with you, like the sergeant or somebody, and you're pretty much like in that bitch, and you frag out, and you throw that bitch and you get down. And then yeah, that's a graduation requirement. So we also did land navigation. Land nav is like pen, paper, fucking Pat and Charlie in your ass in the fucking woods. Where we was at, there was like so many cliffs. Like my battle buddy like broke her hip type shit because it was fucking crazy, man. And there's like spiders out there. You're like in the woods in like OCPs. It's hot. I know it's hot for me, so because I went in the summer, but you're like, you get literally like coordinates in like fucking a map in a protractor, and you're like, okay, I have to go this many degrees and this many meters equals my many footsteps, and you like go to a point and then you write it down. No, you're out there like Lewis and Clark and Sacagawea fucking navigating out there. They teach you it in basic because like it's like if you get deployed and everything fails, like technology fails, like y'all learn how to do it. But also have FTXs, which are pretty much sleeping in the woods, learning how to like, it's mainly like shit that they did back in the day. So pretty much like FTX 1 is more of like when you go out for a day and you learn how to set up a patrol base, you learn how to do like the face painting. This is like if you're like live in war, like deployed and shit. So you learn how to do all that stuff. FTX 2, you stay in the woods for one night and you sleep like in a tarp. Like it's like mine was like set up like, say this is a tree, my tarp was like this, and then we was sleeping on the ground underneath it. If that makes sense. You have to like sleep in the prone with your rifle. We also have to shoot blanks because we did like counter attacks. Like the other platoon was like our enemy, so like enemy 5 o'clock, and within your patrol base, depending on what you make. So ours was like a triangle, so you have like your 249s in the corners and stuff. And that was fun. Not really. You're literally like, okay, I'm one of those people. I'm from Kentucky, but I do not like camping. I like camping in a tent. I don't like camping outside, laying on the ground, you know, bugs. But you're dead ass like in your OCPs with your flick on, like you're just so tired that you don't care. You can literally, when you're in the army, you learn that you can pass out any fucking where. I can sleep standing up. I can really sleep any fucking where. Like, bro, I wish y'all could meet. So my battle buddy Bassett, she literally slept any fucking where. At our grenades briefing, I look up in the bleachers and she was like standing up, literally standing up. Like in the army, people will sleep at the range. Like, and the range is loud as fuck, and you go there like a whole week and you're just literally slumped. So FTX 3 was actually our last thing that we did at my particular company. So pretty much our FTX 3 was different. My best friend went to Fort Jackson and they did the Forge, which is like you do 40 miles over 4 days. So but our FTX was 4 days, or 3 nights, 4 days. So pretty much we got trans out there, and then the different, like throughout the days we had like missions. So we did urban ops too. I don't think my best friend did urban ops, but urban operations is like building clearing. So you pretty much go in a room and you learn how to clear that room and like make sure like nobody's in there. If the enemy is in there, you learn how to like search them and all this types of stuff. So we did that, and so we incorporated pretty much everything that we learned in basic in our FTX 3, if that makes sense. So we went on missions. We would go like walking. We'd have to do missions where we retrieve stuff, take it this, and while we're like walking, we get like hit by the enemies. We'd have to like fire back. We had blanks, so you have to like fire back at your enemies. A bunch of other stuff. We had to like rescue people from the Taliban. It was fun though. So yeah, and then our last day, they woke us up at 12 o'clock at night, or in the day, I don't know, 12 a.m. and we rucked like 11-12 miles back. Not back, but we rucked somewhere where we did Nick at Night. Oh, I have to talk about Nick at Night. So yeah, and we rucked somewhere, and then we did our rites of passage, and you get your like U.S. Army patch. Yes. So that's pretty much how the FTXs go. Buddy live fire is really fun too. It's like pretty much when you're a battle buddy, you're like in these barriers, and you're like, cover me while I move, battle buddy. You're like bang bang set, and then like pretty much you're like going from place to place, but your battle buddy's covering while you move. If that makes sense. It's some shit that be in the movies. Like you be like, do, and you're like on the barrier shooting, and you're like, I got you covered, battle buddy, and your battle buddy runs. They stop behind the car, they get up, and then they're running in, and you're like, bing, bing, bing. So a random ass stranger called me. I won a trip to Hawaii. I don't know, some weird shit. But yeah, anyways, we're talking about the battle buddy live fire. It's really fun, quite the experience. Nick at Night. Okay, Nick at Night was probably one of the funnest things, most funnest under pressure. Who are these people? Oh. Most funnest like under pressure thing. So literally Nick and I is pretty much, okay, I'm about to, so say this is a big ass like sandbox, okay, and in the sandbox there's like fucking like tanks, and it's like the size of a football field, okay. Imagine a sandbox the size of a football field, and there's like tanks and like barbed wire and all this stuff that you have to crawl through with your weapon, your HTH on, ILTV, and your fucking iPro, earpro, like all this shit. So then on this side there's ladders, because you have to climb up like a ladder of like 5 little stoops, and you have to low crawl across this thing, and then you're done, okay? So it was like this, about the size of a football field, because it every so 300 meters, I think it was like some barbed wire and stuff like that. Hey Adams, how's life? But yeah, it's like a big ass fucking football field, and you walk up that ladder, and then they're like, well, it's at nighttime, so you're literally like, it's pitch black, and then all of a sudden you hear, go, 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 and then you hear like shots are like, brr, 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 and you're like crawling, and they're like shooting live rounds over your head. They're shooting like flares in the sky, all this fucking crazy shit, and you feel like you're like in like the war right now. You feel like you're at war, like this is me, like, but imagine like smaller, because the ratio's wrong, but you're like literally low on your sand. You're like, it's, you think it's easy, you're gonna be fucking worn out. But yeah, that's pretty much what you do in basic training. it's not the same for everybody, but yeah. I don't have any tips. Just push yourself. Look, here I am in the army. Who would have thought? PT, try to PT on your own, prepare yourself. Oh, write letters. Make sure your family like send you care packages, because you don't want to waste your money buying shit in the PX. And yeah, go to church. I'm not a church person, but when I was at basic, I went to church every Sunday, and it really helped me, like mentally, like strengthened me. God, hashtag blessed. It says blessed on it. Oh, you also get issued dog tags. So yeah, and you wear these like all the time. ID tags. They don't call them dog tags anymore. But that's it for my video. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to give it a thumbs up or whatever. And if you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll try to answer them. Bye. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe.